I'm Yoav.
Yoav, the title of the session is, and the question I have for you is, what's really going on?
I'm thinking. I guess that's what's really going on.
Thank you.
What's really going on? Well, even though we might think that what's really going on is what's in front of us, there's actually a whole nother world that's going on underneath us. And we're not fully aware of it, but I think there is a greater power, which I happen to call God, but other people call other things, who has a big plan, but we don't always get to know that plan. So we just have little insights and little snippets of the big picture. Hopefully they're good snippets and life is happy, but sometimes it can be quite crushing. But the big thing is to really just work through it and be focused on the goodness and learning that comes from what is in front of us, and that's what's really going on.
Thank you. The question of the session is, what's really going on?
In general?
That's the question. That's all you get.
I don't know.
What's really going on?
There's far too many people dying, and they don't have to.
Right.
That's what's really going on.
Thank you.
What is really going on? What question would you like us to answer?
That.
What is really going on? Okay, well, I think what's really going on mostly in the world is people just misunderstanding each other.
What do you mean?
I think anything that ever goes wrong in life is just two people who don't realise that the other person has good intentions.
Right. What happens if they don't have good intentions?
They misunderstood how to have good intentions.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
I'm feeling self-conscious actually. What's really going on? We are animals. We are self-interested animals. And we have a set of instincts which we're not conscious of, which drive our behaviour. And we rationalise those instincts. Sometimes accurately, sometimes inaccurately. When it's in our interests, we cooperate. When it's not, we, in general. However, our instincts are far too inaccurate, so they need to be tempered by character building and by rational looking at the situation and realising when we are in fact not behaving in a moral way, despite the fact that the fact that we're following our desires, and see when our actions are hurting others without our intention. I believe that what we see is only a tiny amount of what's going on, and the human brain is limited, and we therefore have to have an attitude of epistemological modesty, and realise that there's a limited amount that we can know, and that we will by our very nature cause damage to those around us and to the world. But through accepting our flaws and accepting certain realities and the limited resources and various other things, we can live in a contented way and in a stable way. Those ideas are a little bit disjointed, I don't need to explain further.
Okay.